present in the body, but your mind is everywhere else. It's either you're thinking about what happened in the past, or you're worrying about the future, or possibly you're replaying the conversation you just had with someone over and over again in your mind. And you're wondering, how can I stop this? If this sounds like you, then this video is for you. Hello and welcome back to Mindcare Studio with Queen Ho. Today we're going to be talking about mindfulness practices as a beginner. We're going to be looking at what mindfulness is, why we need to practice mindfulness, and how we can practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is just simply put, it is being present, like being aware of your environment, of what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It is not a sense of perfection or trying to be, perfect. You don't need to judge yourself. You just need to be able to bring back your mind to the present. Hence the reason for this mindfulness practices. I'll give you a very simple instance. A few days ago, I had a conversation with someone, and in that conversation, we said some things that afterwards I began to ask myself, should I really have said that? I began to replay that conversation in my mind, trying to see how it should have gone. But along the line, I was actually stealing my time because that is past already. Okay, so what it means that when you find yourself in such conditions, you should be able to bring yourself back to the present. Hence the need for mindfulness practices. So the first thing we're going to be learning is the first practice as a beginner. Meanwhile, you may ask yourself, why do I need to practice mindfulness? What it does is that it helps you to focus. Mindfulness helps you to focus. It also helps you to relieve your mind of stress. That mental fatigue that comes with worrying, overthinking. So it helps you to relieve your mental stress. It helps you to focus, and it gives you this sense of inner calm. And it also helps to soften your emotional reaction. All right, so we'll be looking at the first way to practice mindfulness. The first of it will be this what I call the 5-4-3-2-1 rule, and it has to do with your sense of touch, your sense of perception, your sense of feeling, your sense of smell, and your sight. All right, okay, so the 5-4-3-2-1. 5 things you can see around you. Once your mind wanders away, you quickly ask yourself, what are the 5 things I can see around me? Depending on where you are, if you are in a very busy place, for example, definitely you're going to see a lot of things. Right now, where I am right now, in my bedroom, I can see chair, I can see fan, I can see table, I can see foam, bed, I can see pillow, and a lot more. The thing here is that you may not necessarily have to run down the 4 of them, the 5 of them, the 3 of them, the 2 of them, or all of them. Actually be 5 things you can smell. Sorry, 5 things you can see around you, and maybe 1 thing you are grateful for. It could actually be 5 things you can see around you, 3 things you can hear, 4 things you can feel, and that is, in other words, there is no definite direction. But what is important is the ability to bring yourself back to the present. So that is the first. Then the second practice would be a sense of awareness. This is very straight to the point. You just have to be aware of your present. You just have to bring yourself to the present, no matter where your mind has wandered to. So many times our mind is filled with so much thought, and then sometimes we are racing with what we need to do, what we shouldn't have done, and we have a barrage of ideas going on in our mind. At this point in time, we just need to return. It is that return that is actually the practice of mindfulness, your ability to return. It doesn't mean you're bad, it doesn't mean you're failed, it's just normal for your mind to wander away. So what you need to do is to keep practicing how to be present, present. Yeah. So what the second method is about is just noticing, being aware. Okay, you're in a place, you need to notice. They serve you food, you need to notice. What kind of food is this? How does it smell like? I've seen people who can actually identify the spices that were used to prepare food. Yes, that is the level of mindfulness. Even if you're walking, you're driving, you should be able to, be aware of your environment. That's what the second method is all about. Just look at things, put your mind to it. What's going on here? Try to notice it. And another very good example will be, you must have seen this notice in shops or supermarkets, shopping malls. Mind the glass, okay? Even the banks, okay? Mind the glass. Now what that simply means is that you definitely won't be seeing that glass, but you bringing your mind to the present will help you to be able to, decide on what to do. That way you don't do harm to yourself or cause harm to yourself, nor do you cause any damage to the glass. If you are not mindful of the glass, any of these two can actually happen. So being mindful of your environment is very, very critical to managing your mind. Remember, this is Mind Care Studio with Queen Ho. It is a place where we talk about everything mental wellness and how to take care of your mind. If there's anyone you practice and you actually find very easy, do let me know in the comments. If this video is of any value to you, do like, subscribe, and help to share. One person or even more might need this video for their daily calm. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to take care of your mental wellness, mental well-being. Take care of your inner calm because you truly deserve to live a better life.